Good afternoon and welcome to Odsal Stadium for this league game between Bradford Northern and Hull Football Club. We'll go through the Bradford teams first. Full-back is Roger Simpson, number 2 Gerald Caudle, Darren Shelford, number 4 Steve McGowan, 5 Hughie Gumbs, 6 Bob Brogan, 7 Brett Eatey, 8 David Hobbs, 9 Noble, 10 John Hamer, 11 Paul Medley, 12 Carl Fairbank, 13 John Pendlebury, and the substitutes are from at 14 Neil Summers and number 15 is Craig Ritchie. The whole team is as follows. At number 1 it's Richard Gay, 2 Eastwood, 3 Webb, 4 McGarry, 5 Turner, 6 Entat, 7 the Australian Greg Mackey, 8 Carl Harrison, 9 Lee Jackson, 10 Steve Durham, 11 Russ Walker, 12 Ian Marlowe, 13 John Sharp, and the substitutes at 14 Steve McNamara and 15 Dean Busby. The referee today is Mr. Ray Tennant. He's just bringing the captains to the centre of the pitch along with the mascots. There's young Medley today, a big day for him, and he likes to see who wins the toss. It's one of those very windy days again here at Odsal, but it's a beautiful day. The sun's shining, a bit of cloud over us, but I think we promise a pretty fair day weather-wise. Big crowd of Hull supporters right in front of us. I hope they don't try to drown out our attempt at commentary. And it looks like Bradford Northern are going to start the game against this pretty fierce wind. One time throughout the game our cameras will get onto the corner flags and just show you how they're bending over. There it just shows you from the first kick how the ball stands up in the air. So Medley in at first tackle, along with his second row partner, Carl Fairbank. Number 11 there for Hull, trying to bring it out. Switch play the inside. It's going to knock on, and Bradford Northern picked up by Carl Fairbank, and Bradford find themselves with early possession. John Hamer misses his first tackle. Would-be tackler from Hull went high, and John dodged underneath it and gave himself a bit of extra yardage. It's David Hobbs there trying to get Paul Medley moving out wide. The ball's gone loose, and Ray Tennant says we're going to have a scrum down. So it's Hull to feed. Julie comes out from behind the scrum. Big wide open gap there. First decent attack mounted by Hull. Bit of enterprising play there from Hull. He does 2 tackles and got the play up to halfway line. Ray Tennant's judged that some Bradford Northern players interfered with the restart of the game. So it's Paul Eastwood, from more or less exactly on the centre spot to get some yardage, which is, he's gone square. He's made no use at all of the wind, but he's done the right thing as far as Hull are concerned. At least it's gone to touch. So Northern now find themselves defending in their own half for the first time in this game. Ball's gone wide and knocked on, gone back, and that's got to be an advantage to Bradford Northern. Assuming, of course, that everything goes well in the scrum down, because if anything, Hull do have a pack that can match Bradford Northern for speed and power. Roger Simpson coming in the line there, making in an extra 3/4. Shelford going forward. Well tackled. 2 second row men. Carl Fairbank receives, goes down, brought down by 3 Hull players. Eaty getting out, trying to get Medley going again on this side, from one side of the pitch to the other. Well, I think the whole prop there, Dannett, can find himself pretty unlucky. Paul Medley, captain the old soldier, but he's got away with it, and that's it. So it's Brett Eaty to try and get some yardage for Bradford Northern in the form of a kick. Hobart to restart, 8 yards out from the 25-yard. Gums his first touch of the ball. He gets it 3 yards inside the Hull 25. Again, going to Hamer. Hamer always takes a bit of putting down, looking to get his ball away, but someone had hold of his arm. Pendlebury switched in play back inside. Yes, and McGowan going, and McGowan's going to be over. Yes. No. Much to the delight of the Hull supporters in front of me, but Ray Tennant deemed that McGowan made a double movement to get the ball over the line. Obviously Steve McGowan doesn't think so, but the writing's on the wall there that the Hull defence can be brought down. So that's very promising from a Bradford Northern point of view, that we can at least get to the line within the first 5 minutes of the game. Hull forwards coming on early charge. Forward pass, but it's quite all right. Carl Fairbank in with a crunching tackle there, along with Pendlebury. Again, Carl Fairbank making a good tackle on Lee Jackson. Going out wide to the Hull left wing, but well tackled. Caudle and Shelford won't let the man by. Sent up and under, and it seemed to be offside, but it seemed every player was behind the kicker, but Ray Tennant says offside, and so it is offside. So it's Eaty trying to go to the right side pitch, trying to find touch, which he does successfully. Takes John Hamer as ever, always first receiver, driving in. The workhorse of Bradford Northern side. It's Hobbs now trying to get through. Hobbs made himself a valuable 8 yards, takes it exactly to the halfway line. Eaty now trying to get his men moving. Gets the ball out wide now. There's a good chance here. Back inside to Eaty. Eaty's captured by... Well, nobody could say anything wrong there, but Ray Tennant has again penalised Bradford Northern. Or something, the signal was mouthing. Anyway, once again, Hull attacking the Bradford 25-yard line now. So telling tackle there from Carl Fairbank once more. All 6s and 7s. And a planned move there, obviously, from Hull. That's knocked himself on. Oh, dear me. It's a Ray Tennant there's penalised John Hamer. And if anything, it looked like a knock-on to me. But it looks like Ray Tennant, certainly in the first 10 minutes of the game, has certainly done Bradford Northern no favours whatsoever. So it's a kind of a kick that's usually food and drink for a player like Eastwood. It's well within his capabilities. I personally never have great faith in left-footed kickers. first points of the game go to Hull, taking a 2-point lead. And I think that Bradford Northern can count themselves very unfortunate to be 2 points down from that kind of a penalty. Eaty on the restart. Pendlebury, I beg your pardon, about to restart from the centre spot. Bobbling ball. Here come Hull. And the second charge. At least gain ground. Medley and Pendlebury in with a tackle on Sharp there. That's a very good kick. On the third tackle, it pins Bradford Northern further back. It's probably about 8 yards beyond the Bradford Northern 25-yard line. Heated to feed. Bradford Northern's head and ball. Gone against their head. These days where you think that the scrum is a formality, it just shows you that it isn't. So Bradford again find themselves under the cosh, failing to win that ball from the scrum. That's a knock on. Now then, is Ray Tennant going to deem that an offside or a knock on? I say once again, if a deliberate forward pass should result in a penalty, but Brett Eaty there trying to use his considerable strength. Looked like John Sharp did a little small foul on Brett Eaty while he was on the floor. Facial massage. Brett Eaty, perfect shot. It's a Bradford Northern dugout. Hamer, first receiver as ever, driving in. Powerhouse proper is Hamer. Hobbs trying to get his men going. Good tricky custom is Hobbs once he starts spraying the ball about. Good run there. Eaty captured. Very good move from Bradford Northern. Full player hanging on a long time there, but nice short ball there through to the... Oh, the ball's gone wide and a knock on. So there's another let off for Bradford Northern. They lost possession and the Hull player couldn't keep hold. All they had to do was fall on the ball. It looked like Andy Dannat who was a culprit. So it's scrum down, head and feet of Bradford Northern here on the near side of the pitch. Bob Brogan trying to dummy his way through, working the drop-off move with his course centre. Steve McGowan looking for the ball inside. He's going to come to Hamer. Hamer's going to drive in once more, which he does usually. It's always two players, possibly three, always to tackle. Hobbs a clever player. Gets his ball away. And the referee's blown for some incident. He's lost the ball, so it's a scrum down, head and feet to Hull. 4 yards inside their own 25-yard line. That's not going to go against their head because it put in front of the second row man's feet. Good captured, strong lad is that. Number 4, the ball's gone loose. Shelford on the move now, can make something of this. Failed to get his ball out wide, and Bradford Northern had a man extra on this side. Shelford's buried under 3 Hull players. Now we have a chance if Medley can get running, but he's just captured by the ankles. Caudle coming inside, trying to use his speed. Good move there from from Bradford again. Once more they're encroaching nearer and nearer to this Hull try line. Find themselves about 12 yards out. A couple of Brogan trying to get things moving. Dummies to throw, steps back inside and is captured. This is the last tackle coming up now. What will we see? It's a small kick forward. It's Bob Ford and gone offside. Surely that must be Bradford Northern's possession. That was a deliberate offside, so I can't understand why the award of scrum. That should, according to the rules of the game, that's a penalty. Heaty going inside, just well met, and Hull were very wise to that move now. And Hull have got to spread across the field, have got time to regroup. Carl Fairbank going to use his power to try and get himself through. Heaty going to action half back. Pendlebury, Hobbs. Almost an interception there. Jumped up and tried to capture it, basketball style, and it stopped a certain try. Hull standing in a group, must have a forward move on here. Paul Medley spotted that, went up and snuffed out any potential move. Again, Medley and Fairbank, the second row pairing, and involved. That's Caudle's ball all the way. They did that on purpose just to gets into his stride. Was well tackled by the Hull second row. Drum's trying to come out to his left wing. He's spraying the ball about. Carl Fairbank now, once he can, that's put the ball back, so ball's gone loose. I think the offence will be back to the original. There's head and feed to Hull, almost exactly on the halfway line, just inside Hull's half. That's a feed if ever I saw one. That must be. Never retired. Ball's gone wide. I can't understand why Ray Tennant let that go, but he did. And Ray Tennant quick with a whistle. Ray Tennant let Hull get away with a knock on there, and he penalised Bradford Northern for holding down. Lee Jackson to restart. Hull, courtesy of Ray Tennant, find themselves on the attack again. And it's Harrison trying to power his way through. He does do, takes two players with him. Powerful international forward. Obstruction, I think. Yes. So I agree this time. Did see some obstruction in favour of Bradford Northern. Hamer, first receiver as ever, charging in. Always take 2 or 3 men to tackle him. McGowan now looking for some work. Fairbank. Back to his Hamer, the prop. Received that one and pass from Carl Fairbank. Grogan now is a director of play now in midfield. So Ray Tennant penalising Hull this time for holding down. He's not going to stand any nonsense from either side today. So that was on the last tackle. Restarts to himself as Pendlebury. Hobbs now, but there's no support with him. Grogan dummy in one way, then the other, steps inside, finds himself tackled. Bradford Northern teammates were a bit slow to support there. Pendlebury looking for an opening. Noble going off. Rogan coming back, trying to get play moving. He was loose. In fact, tries to find the gap in the centre of the pitch there. The ball's gone loose, and it's gone back to Hull. The ball's gone loose, and it's Hull possession. Cal Fairbank in with a crunching tackle there on number 12 of Hull. Again, Cal Fairbank is making himself known that he's on this pitch today. The second row forward. Hull running around the back of the cover of their own men. Hull now it's going to get through a pass that misses out. Hull on the attack. Steve McGowan there did well. He wasn't going to lose his man. Hull on the attack. They're out. No try. Good defended, and it's a turnover. Well done by young Roger Simpson. Half the old team offside. It's too late, Mr. Tennant. You should have given offside before. That's 3 tackles, and Bradford have really got nowhere. They've only got to the penalty, trying to find it. Straight into the arms of the Hull fullback. Well captured by the second row player of Bradford. Again, it's Medley involved in the tackling. Looking for support there with the Hull forward, non-existent. He's gone wide, gone all over the place, and it's did well there. Did the Hull centre to keep a hold of that ball. Nice short in pass there to John Sharp, but it was watch out to Bradford. All I can say is because this is at the point where you can get. Yes, it's gone to touch, and Gerald Cordell will just as well leaving that because it's going to be a head and feed in Bradford Northern's favour. Well, it's certainly an exciting game, fast-flowing rugby in the first few minutes. It generally comes out in Bradford Northern's favour. Oh, good put down there from Shelford. I think it's Patrick Ontat, the French standoff, interfering with play, resulting in a penalty at Bradford Northern, restarting on their own 25-yard line. John Hamer again, first receiver, the workhorse of the Bradford side. So at last, to loads of ironic cheers from the Bradford supporters. There's about 4 or 5 Hull players offside. They're offside again, but Mr. Tennant didn't want to look. Oh, dear me. Now that's a very, very high tackle indeed on Roger Simpson. Very high tackle indeed. It remains to be said, Roger Simpson, to his credit, doesn't make a meal of it. He gets up and says, I'm okay. And the Hull player can certainly consider himself fortunate indeed for not at least 10 minutes in the bin. I have a feeling that if Roger Simpson laid down there, he could have got his opponent dismissed for at least 10 minutes, but Roger Simpson isn't that kind of guy. Hull defending against John Hamer again. Pendlebury, slinky movement, just his held man and ball, couldn't get the ball inside to McGowan there, waiting his support. Eatty and Brogan combining to get things moving. Strong little man is that Brett Eatty, swatted off one man, silky it's going. Hobbs trying to charge through. Enormously strong man is the Bradford player coach, and a great ball handler on his day, isn't a bit of forward. It's inside now. As they go in, Roger Simpson falls. Still going inside. McGowan looking for his second chance. And out to Pendlebury. Pendlebury still got the ball on the move, but it's going backwards. And it's Hobbs. Hobbs who started the move. Finish it up with the ball back in his hands himself, and Bradford Northern find themselves with 6 more tackles to run at. So Hull defending desperately now. Hamer will make him work. Noble signalling what he wants to do. Pendlebury very clever. Almost carved an opening there for McGowan to go in between the posts, but McGowan falls to a 3-man tackle. Grogan trying to get things moving. The Hull players come in there and they snapped out that move now. Yes, and it's inside. Oh dear me. And Ray Tennant signalled a forward pass once more. So that's twice. That's twice Bradford have been over the Hull line and come away with nothing. Hull trying to come away from their own line now. It's the form of John Sharp. He's down, is tackled by Bob Grogan. If anything, Bradford now, no, he's going to get penalised again. Nobody touched the man at all. Hands wasn't on him. And Mr. Ray Tennant happened to turn round and see a Hull player, I think Lee Sharp, stumbling, and assumed that a Bradford player had touched him and interfering with play. So it's Eastwood kicking downfield. It's a good kick. Good kick from the Great Britain winger. So here come Hull once more. 5 yards plays it to himself. Quick play inside. That's offside. He must let play go. He's confident there, and let a Bradford Northern player pick it up. I think his coach may say, well, he should have dropped on the ball because we could have maybe got something out of the scrum. Pendlebury. They failed to ground him. Flipped his ball away. Everybody thought play had stopped, but everybody except John Pendlebury. It's going to go out to Hobbs now. Hobbs is going to get short ball inside there to the second row man. Just can't get his ball away. That's interference again, but failed to be seen by Ray Tennant. Roger the Dodger coming now. So can we see something? Will it be a drop goal? Bob Grogan now. It's going to just tackling. It's a handover now by is it Marquis Charles? I don't know that whole player's name. Grogan contributing to this game in his attack and defence. That's 2 tackles involved with. John Hamer told me he likes tackling. Dummy run there from the whole second row man. There's a boat there from the form of, is it Andy Dannat, Hull number 10, looking at. That's forward, and he's going to let it go into touch. The Hull player there put his hand on that ball. But he's a tricky customer, is this Frenchman, so. He's overrun there. And Huey Gunn's almost run into his own man. I think we're going to see some play now. Hobbs trying to get his second row men running out wide. So Hull players will no doubt be aware of the speed of. Hobbs is looking for it. It's a lovely inside pass for Grogan. Grogan got the full-back to beat, and there's a try under the force for Carl Fairbank, the Great Britain second row man. What a wonderful try. Well worked try. stemming from a pass from player coach David Hobbs. Bob Grogan fooled everybody. Found a massive opening down the centre of the pitch. Goes down, all they had to do was draw the full back, pass it out left to Carl Fairbank. Carl Fairbank, ever grateful, and goes and bangs it down under the post. And I thought for one moment Carl was going to overrun it, because he took it well behind the post. And it puts Bradford Northern in the lead 4 points to 2. So eventually, after the third attempt at getting over the line, with Bradford have points on the board. And very kickable is this for you Gums, but I better not make no comment on it, because something of a similar kick was missed on Friday night. So this is that score by Fairbank exactly on the 28th minute. So you don't need me to tell you that, mathematical equation, there's 12 minutes to play in this first half without the we've had no injury time. So Northern going to a 4-point lead. 12 minutes the first half remaining. So Northern will be looking to hold out onto this lead and get the win behind the backs in the second half. And Hobbs will employ his howitzer type kicking down the pitch to keep Hull have made their substitutes. It's number 15, Dean Busby, has gone on for I think it's Entat. Now this man likes to run, this does well, did Medley, brings it out, 3-yard shot, the 25-yard line. It's Cordell coming inside, falls down to Lee Jackson tackle. Noble, we haven't seen one of Noble's little scurrying runs where he can usually steal 10 yards. Oh, it's charged down. Oh, well saved from the day. Oh my God, Roger Simpson over there like a flash, and he saved his player coach's blushes there. And really, I'm not a coach or whatever, but I thought it was a little bit early for a kick. So Hull on the attack. No one to pass to. Roger Simpson involved in that tackle along with John Pendlebury. John Sharp coming forward now. Well captured by Carl Fairbank. John Sharp probably think the Grizzly Bears got hold of him when Carl has a grip. Good tackling there from Bradford Northern. Last year now, Ray Tennant hasn't said anything. Harrison, nicknamed the Rhino, charging for the line. He's brought down about 8 yards short. Again, Dannett. Hull trying to use his heavyweight forwards to breach the Bradford Northern defence. Northern seem to be equal to the task. A little grubber kick through, that's got to be safe. And it's Huey Gums takes it out. If he can get a yard, we'd like to see what Huey Gums can do. But he does it nicely. He takes the ball out 12 yards, and that'll do for anybody who supports Bradford. Again, strong man is Brett Eatey. He gives a further 5 yards. Gums at acting half-back. Brings it on John Hamer. It's safe in the hands of John Hamer. He'll always drive it out and take 2 or 3 tacklers with him. McGowan showing a bit of quick acceleration. Always hungry for tries is Steve McGowan. Pendlebury will kick down, so that's the kind of kick you want. That's got to make the fullback run backwards. So the Northern players are up on him, but he's breached. Oh, wonderful. Darryl Shelford make a fingertip tackle, and again is involved again is Darryl Shelford in that tackle. Jackson's the third tackle on Hull. They've only probably made about 8 yards. Noble laying on there. I think Ray Tennant were in the motion of putting his whistle to his lips. There must be a kick now from Hull. Yes, we see a kick. It's going to go into. Is Caudle going to let it run? Safe in the hands of Roger Simpson. Roger Simpson will keep a tight hold of that ball. Can't have a loose ball going in a situation like this. Caudle trying to break through. Caudle probably the fastest man in rugby league today, including the Fire, because I've seen him beat a Fire. Hamer driving in. People shouting that part with the ball, but it's not John's game to part with the ball. Nice back inside. And the ball's still going forward. Nice bit of combination play on the right side of the field from Bradford Northern. Pendlebury now trying to snake his way through. He beats his first tackler. Pendlebury's took the play up to the halfway line now. Hobbs over the head of the 3/4. It goes on the line. Oh, and the Bradford people are disappointed over that. They thought he'd get inside, but obviously the touch judge is a lot nearer than anyone else, so it's a handover. Restart by Lee Jackson. Quickly up on play and stuff that play out did Medley. Nice dummy inside. Nice little move. Nice move there from Hull. Just fortunate for Bradford that it didn't go to hand. Huey Gums trying to get him in. And he's got some. It's Marquis Charles, I think, who's got his around the ankles of Gums. Got it with a last-ditch tackle. Had he beat him. McGowan tried to go around his man. Did well to hold on to that ball. There's unexpected passes coming from Carl Fairbank. Pendlebury, well, a silky smooth player, Pendlebury is. A joy to watch when he's on form. Nice play. Again from Pendlebury. Switch it back inside to John Hamer. Ball's going to go wide now. Now this one's going to drop inside. That's a telling where he's got to run for that. A superb kick. Much applauded by Hull and Bradford supporters alike. And it's pinned Hull back within 10 yards of their own try line. And it's times in. All the time is in favour of Bradford Northern now because it's come down to go, and probably I should think 6 players from this a substitution getting made again by Hull, number 14, Steve McNamara. He's a very handy player. I've seen him a few times. Looks like done that. So Ray Tennant looking for a line from Bradford. So Bradford Northern are looking at a very much improved side of what they were half a dozen games ago. And with the recruitment of Bob Grogan, got things moving in the centre of the pitch. Well captured. Great applause for Roger Simpson there at fullback. If they don't capture Simpson on the first tackle, he's a player who can go all the way, or at least 3/4 of the field. Caudle trying to inject his pace into the game now. Coming inside looking for work. Hamer driving in. Medley looking for the ball inside. Hobbs orchestrating play for Bradford Northern. It's going to be another driving from Pendlebury. So we can look for a kick now. And it's gone too well. Oh, superb kick. So we have another scrum down in exactly the same spot as the last one, which I thought would have been the last set scrum of the game. So Hull at this stage of the game, with half time approaching, find themselves trudging back to scrum down. There's other times when things can go against their head. It's taking time coming out, but it does come out in Hull's favour. Bradford Northern quick to break away from the scrum, get a covering line made. Yes, they do. Good tackle in there, Medley involved again. Jackson's away. Jackson's away, comes inside, well captured by Brett Eatty. And Bradford penalised there for interfering with play. Yes, the ball's been handed over to Paul Eastwood, as I said, the Great Britain winger, left-footed kicker. At this stage of the game, they won't have time to try and get the ball over the line. I should imagine this kick, whether it's successful or not, the hooter will go. But Paul Eastwood has a chance to put 2 points on the board for Hull and bring them within 2 points of Bradford Northern's lead. However, it has to be done first. And it's that's it, as I predicted. The hooter has gone. Bradford Northern will be very upset about that, giving 2 points away right on the hooter. But at least they do have the lead, going in 6 points to 4. And that really isn't too bad against a whole team of this calibre. Bradford Northern can turn round and use this very strong win to their effect in the second half. We'll see you in the second half. Well, the Bradford players and Hull coming out to restart this league game here at Odsey. As I said in the first half, Bradford Northern will find the advantage of a pretty strong win behind them in the second half. And Hull will find out now just how strong this wind is when they have to face into it. Ball from the kick-off usually stands straight up in the air. And they've got to give it a real good thump to try and make the required 10 yards. That's a good one. Picked up by Huey Gums. Stopped in his track there by the Hull defence. Carl Fairbanks, first receiver. Charging in. Hamer all trying to find a hole. That's unusual there. Number 15 offside, but not seen. Fantastic kick, and he touched that. We don't know if he's going to. Yes, Ray Tennant said it's going to. It went backwards. He touched it. We're running parallel for me. Turn a tackle there by trying to old man Ray Tennant there. Well, it's covered. The Bradford Northern cover is over there trying to snatch out this Harrison. Great rows of anticipation from the Hull supporters whenever Harrison gets hold of the ball. This looks like John Sharp trying to get things moving for Hull. Good tackle. Ball's gone on the second row man. Still going forward. And it's Tennant puts his hand up for the last tackle. Mackey's kicking it. It's gone high. It's anybody's ball. His tackle. It's still going out wide. It's another up and under now. Knocked it back. Says everybody's looking for the tilt sign. Nobody's quite sure what's happening there. And he signalled a scrum. And Hull supporters in front of me are delighted that it's Hull have the feed. So referees seem to have a habit of redeeming themselves, and it's penalised Hull at the scrum. And so it's Eaty's looking for instructions as to what he should do. He's waiting for the substitutions going to be made. Hamer just picked up I think a knee injury in that last tackle, so he's after doing his sterling work. Hamer's coming off to great applause from the supporters, Hull supporters alike. Young Craig Richards, the junior international, coming on. He's a strong running lad. Hobbs is going now, trying to get forward, shoves one man out of the way. Richards, first taste of the ball, charge it in. Eaty now, Eaty showing the ball, trying to get it going out wide. Shelford trying to beat a man. Eaty again back receiving. Eaty's putting himself around this field now. He's trying to tell you what a good scrum half he is. It's Fairbank looking to pass the ball inside, but Harrison there. Pendlebury falling into a tackle there. Hobbs grubbing through. It's puts the ball back onside. They can find themselves inside now. Going for a try all the way. That's a try. Oh, a try out of nothing. A try really out of nothing. It looks like for Paul Medley. Kept going, and it must be said, very hesitant defence from Hull. It's Carl Fairbank's gone in for the second try, and they were holding off him. The Hull only had themselves to blame for that. They should have been tackled. There's no two ways about it. But a player like Carl Fairbank's going to take advantage of it. So you can bet your life now that Carl's got 2 on the board. He'll be looking for his 3. He'll be wanting that match ball up at that farm of his. It couldn't have come at a better time. First few minutes of the second half played. Ball's blown over. Huey Gums is calling for someone to come and fingertip the ball into position. I'm informed it's exactly 3.5 minutes into the second half when Carl Fairbank went over there. He couldn't believe his luck because they held off the tacklers and the defence were non-existent. And again, Carl capitalising on it to go on near the right-hand post. And it goes over nicely between the posts for Huey Gums. That'll do Huey a lot of good. A bit of confidence back. So there's your score stands now. Bradford Northern 12, Hull FC 4. Grubber kick along the 4, picked up by Richards. And it's Huey Gums trying to shimmy his way through, and he hasn't had much chance to shine lately. There's Hull. That's oh, what a superb kick! What a superb kick from the player coach, and it really teasing the Hull fullback. He's rushing over to get that, and he couldn't really touch it because it's running on a parallel with him. They've only knocked it into touch himself. He couldn't have caught it cleanly. So Hull, all the way back from Bradford Northern's 25-yard line, go back and find themselves halfway between their own touch line and the 25-yard line. And anything can happen once you've got to go back. Northern try to put a big push on. A loose arm is signalled by Ray Tennant, and it's a penalty against Bradford Northern for the loose arm. That's the Northern plan. If you're going to get them down there, put the big push on, try and win the ball against the head. Pendlebury, Gene, his men up, forming the line. Nobody's coming through. The ball's gone loose. No, it's in. It's one that's been kicked on by an exuberant ball boy. Still trying to come down the middle. The Hull, they've had no joy so far. And the dummy run there, forward pass, no, yes. And the whole of the stadium agrees with Ray Tennant on that. It was marginal, but it was forward. So again, we find ourselves strumming down. It comes out. Bob Grogan had to take that one down like goalkeeper style. Simpson, a tricky character is Simpson. He's tries to go one way then another. Takes play back the centre of the pitch. Pendlebury did the sensible thing. Let's Hull have it. Harrison try to charge through, but Northern know they can't let a man like. You can't let a man of Harrison's power start running. So it's a scrum down, and it was a drop ball. It's Northern's favour. The player coach of Bradford Northern appealing there to Ray Tennant that nobody touched him, and Ray Tennant agrees. Out it comes, it's going on the wrong side. He had to check there that. Pendlebury try to go and takes a tackle. Noble, nowhere to go. They're not organised yet from the scrum. Hobbs is slipping his man. Puts the short ball into the Brett Eater's stomach. Hull defending pretty desperately now. It's going to go wide by Bob Grogan gets it, picks it up the second time. Hull defenders onto Grogan. Pendlebury for the kick now. It looks decent. And which way is it going to go? Which side of the flag? Oh, it's a perfect kick. And no doubt John Pendlebury will be telling us he's been practicing them all week. It's less than a yard. It's more or less exactly on the try line. So it's Hull find themselves trudging back. And they can expect from this big Bradford pack we'll see a push on. Doesn't matter. It's gone. Is it a re-scrum? The ball's gone loose. It's gone out wide now. And it looked dangerous for a moment there, but Bradford were quickly tackling. Bob Grogan was involved. Is there again, is Grogan, but the ball's still gone wide. Good play from the Hull player then. It's stolen. Stolen down. Pendlebury. It's Medley's dived in. Gonna go under the post. Oh. Well, that all results in a stolen ball from young Craig Richards. Went on a run and got Paul Medley. This international second rower going, and once Paul Medley's got a yard on anybody, that's it. Nobody's going to touch him. And I must add that Paul was professional enough to check and run inside and take it as close to the post as he possibly could to make the ease the kick for his colleague Hughie Gums. And I don't know if this camera can go down and shoot down onto the Hull players now and see that they're regrouping there behind their own touchline and asking what's going wrong. And obviously saying they've got to tighten up on this defence. But they all resulted. The last two tries now have resulted from mistakes made by Hull. And Bradford Northern quick to capitalise. And here we go, slots it in between the posts. He's loving it today, is Huggy. So, Captain John Pendlebury coming off, and Neil Summers. John Pendlebury, I think, has picked up a bit of a leg injury there, because he's not a kind of a player who likes to come off, even did only one leg. But he's done a sterling job today as JP. Led his men very well. And it's Hobbs. He's going to push it straight back down the pitch. Is he? Well, that's better than working for it. Oh, and it's going to go out of touch. Oh, just listen to that roar from the Bradford supporters. And the Hull, not a murmur from the Hull supporters. They just can't believe how things are going against them at this moment. But as I anticipated, and David Hobbs doesn't need to be told that the tactics to use is the wind. And that's better than struggling all the way down the pitch. And they also find that Hull have got to backpedal all that way, and the result can be that Northern can put a big push on against here. They tried to, it's come down, and it's gone against the head. Northern have a chance, they can't tackle there, they're in the offside position is Hull. So Bradford Northern again attacking it, giving it to the big guy. He's going to have a go. Hobbs is in the first receiver position. It's a good dummy. It's a try by Eaty. He squirmed his way through, and I think that puts the issue beyond doubt now. All the crowd shouting easy, but it's far from easy. Hull Football Club are not in a position in the league where they are today by surrendering. They won't do anything like that. We'll see a hell of a battle from now on, because they're playing for pride now. E.T. will be, he'll be particularly happy with a try like that. He's playing against the two internationals in Mackey and Patrick Ontar, or however you pronounce it. And we're going to see what Huey Gums can do from the other side of the pitch now. Bradford Northern, a much improved side from a month ago. Bob Grogan has made a tremendous difference since he was signed. It's in all the local press. He's been offered a 2-year contract. I, for one, I hope it takes the option and joins my club. Good standoffs are very few and far between, and a guy like Bob Grogan comes along, well, you've got to take him. And it's a washout, so the score remains Hull 4, Bradford Northern 22. And these first few minutes of the second half, Hull really wondering what's happening to them, but it could be anticipated. This is Bradford's regular pattern of play. They're used to the wind system that swirls around in Bradford's Hodsall Bowl. The wind's so strong now on the far side of the pitch, it's almost bending the corner flag poles over at 45 degrees. We're going to get that. Roger Simpson said, I'll have that. And Roger once said that you must get your hands on him if you're a defender, because you can't have a bloke if he gets a half a yard he's away. Hold. Cal Fairbank gets it out to McGowan, trying to get McGowan going. And it's another superb kick from Hobbs. This is going to be it now. On the theory is that while Hull's in their own half, then they can't score, and gives the Bradford Northern all that confidence to try and push Hull off the ball. They're trying for it again, but it doesn't work out this time. That's Richard Gay making a crossfield run, but it's gone down to Roger Simpson tackle. McGowan involved again. Bradford Northern covered over quickly there, and an opening was carved out in the centre of the pitch. Hull trying to swing it out wide to the right wing, bringing it back inside now, and it's Harrison. Referee Tennant's hands up, looking for the Mackey. Don't know what to do. The pass were forward, if anything, but really don't know. Nobody seems to know what to do with the ball. They're going to get caught in possession. It's gone back again to Mackey. Mackey puts it up, and I think Roger Simpson's going to let that go. But he can't. The bounce is wrong, and Roger Simpson's away. They won't catch Roger Simpson. Oh, and it's Caudle. Why did he kick? I don't know. He's supposed to have the pace. He could have gone that way, and he was fouled. So what has Ray Tennant given? So it's deemed that Caudle was kitchen and chasing. And it's a certain Trevor Huey Gums, is he there? Yes. No, it's foot in touch. According to the flagman. According to the linesman, Huey Gums got his foot on the line, and it's no try. And really, Hull Football Club don't know what's hitting them at the moment. And again, that Hull pack have got to trudge over to that far corner of the pitch and try and defend this against this big Bradford pack now. Trying to find a way through. There's nothing happening for Hull at the moment. Mackey trying to get things going. Harrison swallowed up in a three-man tackle. Switching play back inside. No support for that Hull player at all. Mackey's still trying to get his men going. It's a predictable pattern now from Hull. Trying to get the ball out wide. We won't have the pace on Caudle. No, he tried it. No one has the pace on Caudle in rugby league. Mackey's going to go for him. Yes. So it's Bradford Northern's head and feed, just inside their own 25-yard line, and it's coming out in Bradford's way. It looked to me like they'd gone round up. Hull very fortunate not to be pulled up for offside there, and it's Summers trying to get his way through. Hobbs is looking for the kick again. It's over his head. He's got to run that, and he'll have to play beautifully. Is it going to run? It's running dead. Well, a rugby ball has a mind of its own. Sometimes they stop and stand up.
The regulation announced important announcement that we stop at half-time due to the 8 o'clock kick-off at Wigan Expertly. Coaches, the new time now will be interchanged at 6 o'clock and on 6:15. That's not the goal to see at Wigan on Thursday. Coaches, 6 o'clock.
Ball went down. Well captured there. The Bradford defenders are up on that pretty quick. Medley had a very good game today for Bradford Northern, along with his second row partner Carl Fairbank. At the risk of signing, Harrison trying his heart out, probably the best player on the pitch today, as far as Hull are concerned. Trying to go out. He's got pace. That's inside. It'd probably been better going straight forward, but Eaty were there matching. So it's Hull on the attack now to switch play back inside. And he's knocked on. And that just about sums it all up for Hull Football Club today. The line begging and a knock on. As I was saying, it's restart. Roger Simpson, presence of mind, had played it to himself quickly. Now's the chase on now, because Cordell can reach this. They've got to play this now of Hull. Didn't pass that. So Hull find themselves in a precarious position there. I think it was wrong to play it to himself there, but referee Tennant let him get away with it. He was covered. Hull insisting on coming down the middle here when Medley there didn't see his man. It looks like he got a knock on the head and don't quite know what it is at the moment. So, to ironic cheers of the Hull supporters, Ray Tennant has given Bradford Northern offside. It caused great alarm. An 18-point deficit. Well, they certainly made sure that's gone into touch, because it's gone halfway to Bradford. So it looks like Paul Medley's picked up a bit of a knock on the head. John Sharp had a great game for Hull. No foul involved. No, well, I think it was the whole crowd that decided that penalty. And the whole player, for me, is making a meal of it. So David Hobbs finds himself unfortunately penalised there for striking. We're going to take him over. McNamara trying to go, well pulled back. Yep. Pulled out by Darryl Shelford. Yeah. Roger Simpson. Well tackled there by the Hull defenders. Carl looking to go forward. 3 men round him there. The Hull substitute standing on the back of Carl's hand. Hands away. Brett Eaty, and he has time to stop and walk it over, and this now is fabulous try. Another great break from young Richards, gets the ball moving, and now we can say that Hull Football Club are getting a walloping today. The try scorer, as I said, a great cheers from the that's 2 for Brett today. That's the second try for Brett Eaty under the post. It's Huey Gums is having his birthday today. Everything's pretty easy for him. And as I said, Hull Football Club have found themselves on the wrong side of a hiding today. Bradford Northern are just coming good at the back end of the season, so it's watch out anybody in the Premiership from now on. Let's just hope that now the improved performances from Bradford Northern can attract the crowds that we need up here. Get going. If we can play the football, you supply the supporters, and we'll try and supply the success. So a penalty has come back on for player coach David Hobbs. David Hobbs gone off to tremendous applause. Played a great game today, a good tactical kicking game and distributing the ball in his own style. And it's Medley. Medley's on a run. If he can get going, he's just gone into touch. Annoyed with himself, but that's how it goes. You can't have it all your own way. So out it comes. Hull missing out. Too many in that tackle. Yeah. He got past Shelford there. Did the centre, but Busby trying to find his way through down the centre of the pitch. Switch move there from and it's Harrison trying to power his way over, but he's gone down to Neil Summers and Craig Richards. Yes, well, accidental offside, so it's a penalty. It's a penalty to Hull Football Club. We don't know if Eastwood's going to kick this or try and make the score a bit more presentable. So near the Carl Shatter could rob the ball. They're still attacking the centre of the pitch, and it's going to go out wide now. McNamara's dummy run, and there it goes. As the Hull supporters in front of me thought they won the cup, and a nice switch move enabled a clear path for McNamara to run over and just drop over the line. Scores Hull's only try of the game so far. Start bringing the score 28-8 at the moment, 20-point deficit in Bradford Northern's favour. So Eastwood gets his third goal today. Bringing the score, Bradford Northern 28 and Hull Football Club 10. That's a telling kick. They could have got in each other's way there, but it's that's a big crunching tackle by Craig Richards. He thought he'd run into a brick wall then. Northern, that try has just woke Northern up now and say, oh, what are we doing here? Allowing Hull to score like that. So Jackson trying to get the Hull players moving. Harrison going, bounced off Carl Fairbank. Carl Fairbank's going in, try to get a second tackle on Harrison. Pendlebury moving over there, stopping that line. Again, Ray Tennant has deemed that Bradford Northern has interfered with play. There's a Northern have a player down injured. Can't see. It's Brian Noble. I see him in the long-range glasses. He's got bayonets on his face. I can't see what it is for Ronnie Barrett. It's either a knee or an ankle injury. Tough customer is young PC Noble, the scourge of the Bradford Criminal Society. Brian waving to the bench. But no, don't substitute me, I'm alright, he says. Gets up. And then Brian will say it's only pain, it don't with him. He doesn't want to come off, but I'm afraid he has to. And he's getting helped off. And he won't have it, won't Brian? No, he won't even be helped off the pitch, won't Brian? Such a character. On the whole place saying, oh, but a tremendous player what Brian Noble has been for this club. I don't ever remember, I told him once when he was a young boy that he'd play for Great Britain. He did do. Sad sight indeed to see a player like Brian Noble getting carried off. However, here we are again. Hull on the attack. Again with Harrison. Cal Fairbanks bounce off Harrison again, and Hull trying to get things going. Bit of a run around. That ball's going to go straight out. No, he picks it up, bounces it up the tackler. Going to get it going wide. He's going back, switches play. Got fooled everybody there, did Brett Eatty. Anyway, he had possession so long that he's enabled his colleagues to regroup, get the defensive pattern in order again. So here we go, Pendlebury are going to get it out wide. Bring it on to Craig Richards. And there's more than one man to bring Craig Richards down. Medley. No doubt Hull players are aware of Medley's speed. That's another one, that's the way to kick, put it over his head, and the bounce has gone right for Bradford. And he's shepherded it out so he can restart on the 25-yard line. Going to restart with a man in front of him. It's wrong there, it's Ray Tennant, but Ray Tennant there, I'm not too sure about the rules, but I'm sure you can't restart with a man in front of the play the ball. Forward pass, yes. No doubt none of the Hull supporters agree with that, but it was about a yard forward. So Craig Richards there holding his side on him. He got a touch of stitch or being winded. So Brett Eatty to feed in. It's gone against the head. Really went down there. Oh, what a crunching tackle there from Darryl Shelford. Superb tackle. So it's Hull attacking on down the right hand side. There's a move on here now, bringing in the Mallow, the second row man. So it had to go right. Drum in, try to switch it around the man, pass around the man, but Ray Tennant now, the last, you're going to see an up and under or a grubber kick through. And it's gone. It's gone, it slipped out of his hand, so it's an easy possession for Bradford Northern, just as good as the handover. It looked like about 3 players stood offside there in front of Ray Tennant, but the ball's gone lost. Bradford Northern have lost the ball. And really, switch now, try to get it out right. Next to man, but Bradford's cover is over, equal to the task. So Harrison try to get the man out wide, try to go wide, and the Bradford cover have got him, bundled him into touch.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bradford Northern man of the match award this afternoon
just heard though, the intercom system that Bradford Northern's player coach David Hobbs, number 8, has been awarded the man of the match. It's come down, it's come out in Bradford's favour. And the whole prop picking up E.T. in mid-air and slamming him down. Really Simpson always looking for an opening. Very tricky customer indeed. Nice little shimmy for a 16-stone man, and that's he's got to play that, and that'll be a restart on the 25-yard line again for Hull. The Hull fullback probably had been better collecting that ball because time's running out for Hull. So support slowing coming for Hull, and Bradford have got a chance to regroup. Going to get penalised, and he's having a word with Richards again. It's a case of 6 to 1, half a dozen the other, but it was gone in favour of Hull Football Club. They certainly can't complain about being hard done by today, because most of the points have come from penalties. So it's all this kicking 8 on this near side to us on the dressing room side of the pitch, and the winger taking the ball inside, trying to get things going. Don't be run, that's offside, that's obstruction, but and it's another try. Never say die Hull. They've got over. A couple of well-worked moves there, and Bradford caught napping. But I must say, on the first movement there, Hull were allowed to get away with a blatant obstruction involved in the move. Be interesting to see it on the slow-mo. So the game's not over yet. So it's Eastwood to kick there. You can see the ball right on the line. Julie puts it over. It's so Hobbs roots it down the field, right at the centre of the post. Grogan stops his man in his tracks. Back-up tackler there in the form of Neil Summers. Offside. So it's a scrum down, so it's in Bradford Northern's favour. This is probably about 2 minutes left of play. 28-16, and Hull have had some respectability to the score. He's offside there, but Red Tennant didn't spot that. Yes, he's seen it this time. Yes. So they're not even bothering about going for a touch. McGowan hasn't got himself on the score sheet today. He'll be very upset over that. He's always a player who's hungry for tries. So it's been lost. The ball went down loose, and the They've lost the ball, so it's John on ping pong style, and there goes the hooter. Another great win, an emphatic win really for Bradford Northern, because in my opinion Hull can count themselves very lucky to find themselves even 16 points on the board. Carl Fairbank, I feel for him, he's got 2 tries and he tried like hell to try and get his hat-trick. It certainly dented Hull's any hopes of championship this season. And both teams going up to great applause. It's been a very good and entertaining game. But it's certainly now that Bradford Northern seem to be coming on song, finding the right kind of winning formula that's going to make them a force to be reckoned with in the coming Premiership playoffs. So it's we'll all see you on Thursday night. Is it Wigan? And don't forget it's an 8 o'clock kick-off there. So it's goodbye from Freddie Holmes, the sound man, and from the cameraman John Smith, and from myself. Good night. We'll see you on Thursday night at Wigan.